Hey everyone, welcome back to Elemental Cartomancy. I am here today to film a VR to Top Tarot Trumps, and this is the Emperor. This is a VR to Masha at Musings by Masha. So I'll link her original video, original response to the Emperor, and the description when it goes live because she's not posted it at the time when I'm filming. So when that does go in there, when she publishes that video, I will try and remember and link that. Okay, first one that I want to share is this Emperor here. So this is the Emperor from the Shimmering Veil by Cilla Conway. Um, I think this is a stunning card. Cilla's deck, the Shimmering Veil, is very kind of a abstract in a lot of it, and but I love that we see the use of the line work here. It's like bringing order out of chaos, which is exactly what the Emperor does. And we have these kind of a really red tones. The Emperor is linked to Aries, in astrological correspondences. So I think this is stunning. This leads me nicely into my next one, which is actually from the Thoth. So this is the Emperor from the Thoth Tarot. Um, Again, I love the colours. I actually really like the art style. Um, and one thing that I like about this Emperor is the fact that we only see part of his face. I've spoken on this before. I love when we so to me the Emperor embodies that kind of idea of professionalism, and when you're being professional you're almost essentially only showing part of yourself. You're kind of a taming yourself, or uh, you're only showing certain aspects of your personality that are appropriate to the situation. um, so I think that's what I see when I see us only seeing half of the Emperor's face. There's part of him that we're not seeing. He's hiding that part of himself. Um, and for me, that links into this idea of being a professional. Um, there's good parts to that, and there's obviously downsides to that. But anyway, that's why I enjoy seeing the Emperor depicted in this way. Moves us nicely into the Marielle Emperor by by Marie White. Sorry. Again, we only see half of the face, so we get that aspect. I think this is the artistry in this card. The way this has been painted, the way this has been depicted is beautiful. Like, I would love to have a blown up, you know, copy of this painting hung up on the wall. Um, I just think the detail in this card is beautiful, right down to his, those peering green eyes. But also symbolically, so we see all four elements symbolised in this card. And Marie White speaks on the Emperor as kind of a harnessing the four elements. So I talked about how the Emperor brings order out of the chaos when I was talking about the Shimmering Veil card. Marie specifically looks at that as like harnessing the four elements, and by the four elements we mean like what the four elements symbolize in the tarot. So our passions, our emotions, and ability to connect, our ability to communicate and understand, and our physical being. So it's the in this image we see the Emperor exemplifying mastery all over all four of those things. Um, so we have the red, kind of a fiery colours, the dragonfly representing fire. We have the sword, which represents air. We also have the birds in the background. We have this pentacle drawn on his hand, and then we have the fish depicted on the sword. Sorry, I'm not used to doing this like this. We have the fish depicted on the sword, which is represented, and we've got a blue gemstone at the bottom of the sword as well, which are all representative of water. The next emperor that I will share with you, this is actually called the Founder, and this is from the Numinous Tarot. Um, Artwork is stunning. I've just noticed that she's depicted Mercury in the background. Can you see that there on that kind of a shield thing on the wall? That's quite unusual. Usually, Mercury is more associated with a magician. Mercury is uh, Hermes, the god of magic and mischief and lots of different things. Um, so I love that they've played about with the gender roles. So usually we associate the emperor as being masculine, and we usually see a male figure depicted. To me, this is a more female presenting figure, and I do generally enjoy when tarot artists play about with gender and don't stick to it so rigidly. Um, so I do enjoy that, and obviously we've changed the title has been changed from the emperor to the founder. So I believe that Cedar McLeod has deliberately taken the gender out of the deck. So the court cards and the majors that are normally kind of a gender, they've taken that out of it to depict a kind of a gender neutral deck. And I mean, aside from that, the art is beautiful. I think it's a really cool looking card and definitely has Emperor vibes, regardless of all that aforesaid. And then finally, I've got the Light Seers by Chris Ann. Love this Emperor card. I love the fact that he's holding a chess piece and he's kind of on a chessboard. If you look at the floor, we have the kind of Aries symbolism in the background there on the wall. The chess piece and the chess board type idea I just love because it's the idea of playing games, of playing a game, of being strategic, um, and yeah, he's like quite a cool looking emperor as well. Um, and there's lots about this card. Also, like when you look at it under a magnifying glass, or when you just look at it really close, you can kind of see the cracks on the wall there behind them. And to me, that is like it depicts. Oops, it depicts the dangers of sticking to something too rigidly and not being flexible, which sometimes an emperor can be. Sometimes that is what the emperor card is talking about. It's the idea of being too rigid and being too cold and not being flexible and compassionate enough. And we see the kind of solid walls almost forming cracks there because of that. That's the way I interpret it anyway. Maybe that's not what Chris Annan intended, but that's what I like to see in it. Anyway, those are my 5 favourite Emperor cards. Let me know what yours are and let me know what you thought of my choices. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, everyone. I'll see you all later. Bye bye.